I got in at 35 to start. What about you guys? Oh my god. Do you guys see OG's build here?
OG is whipping out the 5 hexes. Definitely didn't see this one coming, and you gotta believe Sen didn't see it too. The only thing that might come back to hurt OG is they were running Illusion of Pain, and if a Yumi is running, which Euros are not tend to do, which is change bars, but if he is running PNH, that could hurt OG a lot. But it looks like he's got Veil right now, and you usually don't see Veil with PNH. You see Deny with PNH, so.
Now, what do you think about this choice of running a hex pulled on Frozen, where there is definitely a lot of room to kind of run around and avoid those hexes?
I definitely think it's unexpected, but I'm pretty sure that Meznek is just going to try and trade for people anyway, so I think OG has the split covered. However, I don't think they're going to have the AVA covered. I don't think that 4 Hexers is going to be able to outpressure 3 Physicals, a Ranger, and a Necro. I really think that Sen has the build advantage on this one. I think OG are not going to win this.
Interesting to see who Sen kind of holds back to stop that Cake doesn't try in the back of the bit. I mean, right now it's the Necro. I don't know if they can pressure through hexes without their Necro.
We've seen this kind of style before of trade your Meznek and use 4 offensive characters to try to push it through and win. Not usually with hexes like this.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough offensive power to do it, honestly. You know, if they wanted to do the trade for a party heal guy, it's gotta be, you know, warriors and,
well, I
necros
think
and
in the
mesmers,
least,
things that do, like, straight up pressure.
you have to have
and
an
by
offensive
necros
flagger.
and mesmers, I mean, like, 1 necro or 1 mesmer. Not
I mean,
multiple.
if you're gonna do this, you have to have an offensive flagger, or just not even run a flagger, because if you're gonna trade like this and you only have 4 offensive guys, it's not. I mean, if they can counter you with offense, you're not gonna kill. So you need that 5th guy to do offense, and they don't have that. So I'm with you in that. I think Sen has the big time build advantage right now. I'm watching their Derv and waiting for him to just start reaping casters, because that seems to be what is going to come down to if this guy can just start killing everybody.
I mean, we've seen this type of 4 Hexer build, 5 Hexer build before, but they used to have a way to deal with all these Rich Spirits. I mean, right now a Sense Ritualist, the Spirito, is just able to put up that recoup and life in the back. I mean, they can't even touch it, and I mean, that party healing has been keeping them in perfectly fine shape.
So you're saying this, any agreement here that OG didn't seem to have all the bases covered for this kind of surprise?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that OG is, I'm gonna go above and beyond that. I'm gonna say that OG is completely screwed and has no chance. They are so built down at this point, it's incredible. And if they don't win the AV8 war, there's absolutely nothing, you know, they can do on split. They're gonna get completely outsplit by every single one of Sen's characters. Like, they can't make anything special happen. They're just, if they don't win this AV8 build where they are not doing any pressure, they're getting super out pressured. And if they don't win this soon, they are just in so much trouble.
I mean, they don't even seem to be putting out any pressure at all. I mean, just taking it in the face instead. Which, with 4 characters designated to stopping physicals, you'd be hoping at least you'd avoid taking pressure part.
Just almost negligible pressure coming out of these 4 guys right now. Really just, they're taking it so much harder. This is Rotten is just reaping havoc all over them right now.
And we see the number 5 for OG kind of moving around the map, collapsing back to stand now, splitting off again, trying to get any sort of window he can find to maybe get an NPC down, catch someone out of position, but I mean, he's just really not getting any room to do so.
He's not really doing much. You know, maybe try and snare flaggers, you know, PK someone who's running that in. Unfortunately, I
They're
think
starting
the
to
OG's
feel a little
monks
bit
are
of
going to
pressure.
succumb to
They kind
knockdowns
of
here.
kited out of their
Just
spirit
Dervishes and
range.
Hammer Warriors all
Or
over
pushed,
them.
I guess I
Darkfield
should say, out of
backline.
their spirit range.
A lot of damage
Burrito
pulled to
canceling
Platinum.
life
So
there. Is living for your love,
Monk getting
pushing up on
hammered
him.
up. So
Getting
brutal.
damage on that flagger, interrupting Wielder's boom.
The problem is the same with OG though. I mean, right now they have Divine in the flag. He's got like 20 seconds to get in, so he's on a lot of and they don't have really any party healing themselves, so they're going to start taking pressure quickly.
Divine Perplexity
In fact,
gets
he goes
down.
down.
He's got the flag. Sense boosting. It's bad news, man.
Yeah, I mean, even though Sen's taking a lot of pressure right now, that boost is just going to be a huge boon for their whole team. Oh, Divine reses and immediately eats a big old fatty bull strike from the Azorian Legend. He's still in cast set too, just taking a lot of damage. Interrupted on warding, still taking a lot of damage out of shield, and dies. It's not looking good right now for
Cake
OG.
doesn't try is finally engaging Chest Intelligent. Looks like he's got the upper hand, forcing Chest Intelligent back. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean he's going to be able to do anything.
Yeah,
As OG
if he wants to
continues
kill
just
him, he
teach
has
on
to
the other
push
side.
in. He can't just be kind of wussing out, so to speak, underneath this bridge here where the guy can just run away and get out of range. I mean, at this point, he needs to make a massive play to win the game for his team, like kill this guy and start killing knights, so, you know, push in.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's trying again, but Just Intelligent has a huge advantage on him here. Looks like Cake doesn't try is in big trouble. He's
got to
getting
eat their
dead.
feast.
Fortunately, he stopped on the ice here. He's degenning out. It looks like he's really overplayed his hand here. I think his life
only
is over.
44 from the ether
Cake
feast.
doesn't
Well swapped by
try.
Just Intelligent. Outplayed. It's not what we like to see.
I mean, we were talking about this.
That just compounds the problems because, you know, that just compounds so many problems. You know, the split guy had to make stuff happen so that the AV8 team can make stuff happen, and just totally destroyed on split, and now they're getting totally destroyed at stand.
I mean,
They
this
are
is one of the things
completely
we talked
turtled
about.
here. This is feeling like almost game over. Living for your love, whipping out the tiger, trying to salvage something for the fans. But we don't like to see that. There's no honor in whipping out the rank for no reason. We like to see big plays followed by big ranks, not poor build selections followed by rank.
Looks like the Knights here are taking pressure. This is really OG's only chance is to pull into Knights and then have the Knights be their warriors and then have a bunch of Hexers behind them. You know, they're doing an admirable job of keeping up their Knights.
Also, this Domination Mesmer is trying his best to try to get on this flag or Escarito goes nerd, but they needed a better, more dedicated way of dealing with these spirits. Or at least a splitter who's going to force a healer back so you get the healing away that way. Because if this Necro is just able to counter this splitter guy every time, it's not going to happen. And we see Cake doesn't trying to get out again, but he's immediately corralled here. The Black Album, that is Lemming, he's following him around. He's got his sword and shield out, ready to follow him.
Hammer out now. He's done following with the sword and shield. He's ready to kill with the hammer.
Well, he's been
He just
corralled,
turns
so now
around.
he's going to go pound Cootsy Pootsy Rel.
Looks like it's another rematch over here. I'm not sure the healers can get to Cake doesn't try. Looks like Lemming's coming over. This could be bad news for him. The healers get to him, but since taking their first bit of
Since
pressure here, it's a
taking
lot
it.
of it.
It's sort of inevitable
Those Knights
inside this
really
base,
did
but
it.
the Knights are finally offering a deep wound, which is just something they're in desperate need of. And the thing about the Hexes is they can steamroll you and just kind of keep rolling you over once they get that little bit of advantage. So this is going to be tight here for Sent. They need to back out and get the healing.
Sen's doing the smart thing that you do against hexes with no snares, and that's just you run away. They ran away from hexes that have no snares. They're healing up nicely, and OG really didn't push very hard there. They let They let him totally stay alive there.
I mean, that was the only chance I've seen a glimmer for OG this match was right there, and now they're not in the best of spots. It's becoming the worst of times for them. Cake doesn't try is against this Necro again.
Thankfully it won't be on ice this time, so he should be able to run away. The scent is completely clean. They hardly have any anything on him now. Just a couple.
They were well able to get on top
like
of the
sending.
disease that was really hurting them when they were caught up there on the ramp. That disease was really hurting them, but they've interrupted it here.
I don't know, I'm having a hard time seeing how OG could get back into the... Like, their one big push of pressure was with the Knights, and, I mean, they did lose a Knight, so they'd try that again. And it's really maybe their last hope. I mean, I don't... It's not looking good right now.
You know, they didn't press their advantage. They didn't keep pushing on them. You know, they split people back off. And when they had a chance to at least score a couple kills, they let them get to 0 health and then backed off.
Seems to be part of the problem with their builds, kind of like talking about is, I mean, yeah, they got him down to that low, but they don't really have much to finish him. I mean, even if they had stuck on him, they're just going to have to try and dejit him out, which I don't think would have worked necessarily.
Looks like Cake doesn't try pushing back in the base, so he's trying to make stuff happen against this Necro. I don't think the Necro's going to care. If Cake doesn't try pushes too hard, he's just going to kill him.
He seems to be realizing
it's
too late.
here.
Yeah, I don't...
No, he's gonna die again, maybe. Such bad news. No monk dies at the stand. The rest of the team about to die at the stand.
I mean, I
Talk
tell
about
him
this
not
when
to
Necro
give
goes
up,
down
but
again.
this is not looking...
He is not having a good match here. I'm gonna go on Lemming Vision and critique his micro. Actually, that's pretty
He's
boring
stuck on
already.
that ice right now. Whipping out that sword for the bulls. Gets it blocked.
He missed a Dev Hammer, missed a Bulls, missed a Hammer Bash. But he did land the Wild Throw at least. Oh, he Bulls Dark Fail backline. Dark's not gonna live that one down.
In fact, I think I'll rename my channel right now.
There isn't a whole lot for us to say. It's just this match is kind of one-sided and not much hope for OG, and it's just kind of we're waiting for the inevitable to happen. If we had a lot of stats like Lemming versus Dark numbers, we'd be giving those out, but
Well, I did rename my channel Dark Bulls by Lemming on television, LOL, in all caps, so that's the one positive, is we've got something dark that'll never live down.
well, let's put this in kind of a Guild Wars legacy discussion here. Lemming, known for he kind of half won a gold trim where he won a finals but didn't play the whole monthly. Well, where does this rank? I mean, does this count as kind of a win? I mean, he's not going to get the gold trim out of it, but I mean, certainly winning that Nvidia graphics card is going to be huge.
Yeah, I think when that Nvidia graphics card arrives in the mail, Lemming will be one happy camper. Well, he might still not be happy about not having the gold, but I don't think gold capes can run computer graphics very well. So I don't. No, I wouldn't. I've tried it. Don't talk it. My computer tried to run on gold cape for a couple months and it just kept crashing. So I don't know. I mean,
I was really looking for the last bit of entertainment in this to see Trojan, aka Cake Doesn't Try to run out and fight this Necro
Trojan
again,
is living
but
for
it
your
seems...
love. Guys, Cake Doesn't Try.
Oh. Well then, Guy running out and trying to fight this guy again. You know, one person won't be talking his usual trash in Alliance chat, and that's Guy. And that's what I like to see.
You prefer the humble player hates, not the big all-star?
I don't mind the trash talk from people with the trims and things to back it up. It's not to say that there's not plenty of great players out there who have not won gold. Guy is certainly a top player. Probably should have won one over the years. Same with No Monk for You. Seems OG just doesn't have the luck going their way in tournaments. I mean, they try to run the surprise build here, just unfortunately just doesn't seem like they had enough thought behind it. I mean, they had to know what they were gonna fight, which is triple melee, and they had to know what they had to do to beat that if they thought about it, and it just doesn't seem like they did.
I mean, I would have liked to see them run a build like either the build What was running or even the build they were running last time. I mean, if they're put in a situation like they are now where they're kind of behind, at least those type of builds gave them an option to get back into the game. Whereas, I mean, right now they're really hoping for a DC almost on Sense to get back in as they take another
They need a Germany blackout right now.
Yeah, what happened to those rolling German blackouts? They just get cleared up just in time. Just in time for Germany to pull through.
Cake Doesn't Try there, was getting on the flag out, doing what he could, and just gets collapsed upon once the other mid lines were down. No Monk for You, Dark Veil backline, still putting the effort in there. Tough to monk against this kind of deal. Your team's basically dead, game's lost, and the only roadblock is your effort level.
It seems like this might be the final as a monk goes.
It's unfortunate that the game was so one-sided that there really wasn't even that much to talk about. It's just unfortunate that that had to happen in a finals, you know. It seemed like Cake Doesn't Try. The goal was to have that Mesmer match up favorably against the Necro, so that they couldn't just stalemate him with that. So, you know, if the Mesmer could have killed the Necro, this would have been a completely different game. Like, think of what they would have had to send back. You know, they would have had to send a Dervish and a Ranger back, or, you know, the Flagger, which would have been a whole different game, but, you know, they just couldn't convert where they needed to, and the game just trickled away from them.
I almost feel like with the build choice by OG that the finals was going to either be OG rolling Scent or Scent rolling OD. It's one of those builds where either it works or it doesn't work. And there's really no, well, it kind of works and you have a shot, which is disappointing. We do see a body block on the door as one kind of last insult to as their Guild Lord trickles down just out of their reach. So I guess congratulations to South Central Scent, winners of the Gold Division and the more important NVIDIA GeForce GTX 560 Ti graphics.
Definitely congratulations to